All right, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
It's the brother Michael Wall. We're the brothers from Great Millstone Lake Charles Camp coming at you again with another lesson. But before we do anything, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught us this truth. And blessings to you brothers across the wind pushing this truth and sincerity. All right, the title of this video is going to be called Nothing is Impossible for the Lord.
Right.
And the title of this video came about because, on this everyday walk, we're subject to going through things, we're subject to different trials. So earlier this week, giving a little testimony of what happened. Times was getting hard. And my bank account had went into like deep in the negative, like I want to say 650, 654, something like that. And I was waiting on my check to hit. And me, with the weather condition, the weather was getting bad, so shit, we was having rain out. So basically, Jake wouldn't have had no bread to get back and forth to work, or so on and so forth, to do what I needed to do. So I went to sleep, I prayed, I went to sleep, and I woke up, and I just seen all my bread, like, sitting in my account. And, like, I was like, that ain't nothing but the Lord. So I couldn't do nothing but pray and, give thanks to the Lord. And that inspired me to do this right here. You can get the first one. All right.
So the first scripture is Matthew 21 and 22. And it reads, it says, in all things whatsoever ye shall ask in prayer, believe and ye shall receive.
That's right, man. So whatever you ask in prayer, man, you must first believe, that you're going to get what you're asking for, Because when I was in that situation, I didn't know what else to do. I had no other choice but to call on, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man.
Right.
And once I did that, it basically just gave me my funds back, gave me the things that I needed. That way I can take care of the things that I needed to do.
And bro, that goes to show why the defense lies, bro. Like our first line of defense is what Cleveland see how much shot.
That's right.
I forget the account, bro. It's in First Maccabees with Jonathan. I think it's like the 11 chapter, bro.
Yeah, kind of. So you can turn the battery saver off. That way it won't them down. When it gets them down, it ain't gonna do it with that. That way you ain't gotta click that button. All right.
Okay, I respond. This First Maccabees 11 and 68 because just to piggyback off the point that you made that you didn't know what it turned to. You know what I'm saying? Your first was what was going into Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Right. And that should be our mind frame when going into any situation, especially the perilous times to come. So this is First Maccabees 11 and 68. Read down on 71. It says, and behold, the host of strangers met them in the plain, having laid men in ambush for him in the mountain, came themselves over against him. Alright, so he's basically being surrounded. It says, so when they that lay in ambush rose out of their places and joined battle, all that were of Jonathan's side fled. So everyone that was in the midst of him, they were put to flight, they fled.
Oh, God.
70 says, insomuch, and that's why, Jake has to prove his friends first. The scripture says, do not hate the credit one. So, hey, Jake has to be battle tested, bro.
That's right, you have to be tried.
That's right. And all in all, you know what I'm saying? It's all of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. If that's your lot, then that's what you're going to do.
Right.
But nevertheless, though, it says, all that were of Jonathan's side fled, insomuch as there was not one of them left except Mattathias, son of Absalom, and Judas, the son of Calphas, the captains of the host. So a select few men, a small remnant. And if you know anything about the scriptures, you'll be alone with it. But if you know anything about the scriptures, we know that the Lord deals in what? Small numbers. Why? So that he can get the glory. That's like in the book of Judges. But Gideon, he had an army, first of all, I want to say like 2,000. Then the Lord chopped it down to 14,000. It was like, man, nah, that's still not good enough. And you got to know why he did that. Because think about it. If they went up to battle with an army of 20,000 or 14,000, they would have been boasting in themselves. Like, man, yeah, hey, we did that. You know what I'm saying? You just got to know how Jake is. But if the Lord cut it down one more time, you know, the process of elimination. So I want to say it was like 300 something. You know,
big cut.
Yeah, big cut. So it was like 300 men. Against the Lord's army, but the point of the Lord doing that was for him to get the glory. It's so important that I'm always going to come for my men. You know? So, hey, think the Lord ain't going to come through what? In these times?
Right.
You know, he's going to push it. All 71 is this, because it's going to add back to what you said. You said, man, I pray. You know what I'm saying? Right. So those are the steps that a righteous man is going to take, bro.
Every time.
Every time. So it says, then Jonathan rent his clothes and cast earth upon his head and prayed. That's what you see a prayer.
Right.
Alright, let's see what the outcome of that is. It says, afterwards he turned again a battle, put them to flight, so they ran away, man. So he was able to what? Win the battle.
Right.
Do what? Prayer. I'm calling upon y'all by shot, man. You know, so the same with us. We're going to be able to win battles and prayer over, you know, the wicked. Who's calling upon the names of y'all while y'all was shot, man?
Right.
Well, that was the point I had, bro. That's the next one, Proverbs 3. Alright, so this is Proverbs 3. Proverbs 3 and verse 6. Matter of fact, I'll start around. So the article was before. It says, so shall thou find favor and good understanding in the sight of the Most High man. It says, trust in the Lord with all thine heart and lean not unto thine own understanding.
That's right, man. We need to trust in the Lord with all our heart, you know, and not leaning according to our understanding. You know what this flesh can see, if I may add, because you know if we lean according to our own understanding, like in a situation that I just had, I would have been done with, you know.
They would have resorted to the weakness.
Kind.
Man, I gotta go kick doors.
You feel me?
You know the type of things that they can go.
Kind, bro. Like I was already on E, you know, didn't have like enough gas to get to work. So really, I would have been, you know, out the way, you know. And you know, like nowadays, jobs gonna be trying to hit it. I ain't got no gas, I can't make it, you know. So you know, it's better, you know, trust in the Lord.
Said, you mentioned the horse. Like that. So I want to Proverbs 2 and 5 says, trust in the Lord with all thine heart. Start going into what? The mind. Alright, take the thought process. That's right. You know, but you know, according to Jeremiah 17 and 9, it says, your heart is deceitful above all things, and desperately you can do it. Alright, so hey, sometimes, you know, our heart, you know, our mind, being that we're in the flesh, can lead us to the wrong way. That's right. This is why we have to what's up to the spirit. So they is not being enslaved.
What? In the next verse?
It says, I mean, back I'm still at Jeremiah. Verse 10, it says, I the Lord search the heart. I try to reign to give every man according to his ways, according to the doing. But the Lord has to try to reign who is fit to be his servant. That's right. We're able to, you know, we're home. Yeah. But back in that Proverbs 10, all thy ways acknowledge him. Y'all the same I have.
That's right, man. In every way, you know, no matter what's going on. If you acknowledge Yahweh Shah, man, he's going to lead you and guide you on that right path. Right. No matter what it is, you're going to be taken care of.
Look in the NLT says, seek his will in all you do, and he can show you the path to take, man. You know? And he did the same thing. Well, King David actually, Psalm 11, verse 11 says, "Teach me thy way, O Yahweh, and lead me in a plain path because of my enemies." All right, so he's asking for us to direct his steps. You know which the Lord is going to do that. You know, where it goes to, like, either where it goes to, go to Job 33, and then still in the instruction of home. Right. 44.
God.
I
like y'all about to y'all shout.
You know? But hey, that's just signification. Hey, they can keep it in the spirit, you know what I'm saying? Hey, a calm from the Lord. You know?
God.
But the next is you stand on that Proverbs?
God.
The next one is Psalm 118 and 18. Psalm 118 and 8.
You got it.
It says, "It is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in man."
That's right, man. You know, it's better than trust in the ways of Yahweh by seeing y'all shot than to put confidence in men. Right. You know, because I could have been, how I want to put it, I could have texted or made a phone call to my brother or, you know, a worldly person, you know, asking for gas or whatnot, you know, and they could have told me, like, said, the money didn't come. And I wasn't checking to see if I had it. You know, they could have told me they was going to give it to me, but by me trusting in them, now I'm asked out. Now I'm stuck. You know? So, you know, it's better to trust in the Lord, man. Put all trust in Him. No matter how the situation may look, no matter how you think it's going to turn out, you know, just trust in the Lord.
Okay, bro. Just run. When Jacob doing what he's doing, bro, the Lord, he's going to come through. Bro,
every time.
He's going to come through, bro. So these Proverbs 16 and 7 says, "When a man's way is the Lord, he makes even his enemies be at peace with him." You know what I'm saying? So, the Lord could have put on the head, you know, that's what, they had a bill in the place?
Right,
yeah. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord could have put on the head, you know, whoever had to pay that bill to, be like, "Oh, it's all good, man. You got a little bit more of a grace period." You know what I'm saying? And lighten the load to what Jake would have had to pay it.
Right.
And you would have been able to, you know, conjure more funds, you know, whether it's just brothers to work or whatever the case may be.
Right.
But the Lord, it could have happened that way. You know what I'm saying? That's like when you go to the book of Daniel, the eunuch, I think it was the eunuch, he found favor upon Daniel, bro. You know, but hey, that was all the Lord for putting that spirit on him. You know, so it's going to be the same thing, bro. In these times, it's going to be a lot more enhanced, bro. You know? The Lord ain't has to interfere. You know?
Right.
But, they had one more on this too. Psalm 118, verse 9. It says, "It is better to put trust in the Lord than to put confidence in princes." All right, so what? The rulers. You know, you know that Esau is what, a position of no value, or 40 of lives. Why the hell would we put our trust in him?
Right. Just to tell you to trust not your enemy.
That's right. And iron rusted, you know what I'm saying? No matter, it's better rust.
You know, we used to wail.
Yeah, so we used to wail, so
hey,
you hit it with that wire brush, if it ain't cleaned all the way, bro, it's gonna fuck up the weld. You know what I'm saying? Excuse my language, it's gonna mess up the weld. You know, and also, too, another thing, that rust is still inside of it, you can clean the outside of it.
Right.
You know, so when you use it to burn it out, it's gonna have porosity, dirt. You know, it's gonna have holes all in the weld. When you hit the weld, it won't hold.
God.
You know what I'm saying? So you can't really trust that piece of metal after it brushes over. You know, so likewise with the heater, man. Hey, you still rusty on the inside, man.
Right.
You know,
no matter how good he makes the life sound,
right.
You know, he always got some BS up his sleeve,
right.
man.
Why could you steal that fucking surface, man?
You know? Like you will put in like at work. He'll tell you to like come back with a note or put in the RCO or some stuff. And once you do that, you know, It still shows like on your event, you know. Whatever.
Hey, just to back you up with it, not to go on a road here, but it happened with me. You know, we went on a trip from Nebraska in Nebraska, and when I came back, I had like pretty much an excuse to work a while without. So I came back, and he just pretty much bypassed whatever fish caught, you know, but he's going after the rule set that he started, you know, set. So they was like, oh man, we don't care about those. We don't need that. They're doing the policy for this. You know what I'm saying? But all in all, and a doctor's supposed to bypass that. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah. No? But that song was fun. So, hey, Jake, one of my favorite sisters, bro. This song was 12 and verse 7. Matter of fact,
Got to start up, my brother.
Gotta start over there, bro. Psalm 12 in verse 6. It says, surely shall not be moved forever, like you shall be in everlasting remembrance. Alright, so it's not going to be moved forever. Why? Because his mind is stayed upon the Lord.
Right.
You know, he that keepeth his mind on me, I will keep him in perfect peace. You know? He was there, surely he will not be moved, man. Alright? He's not going to be knocked off his rocker. Why? Because he's rooted and built up in the faith. Right. Verse 7 says, he shall not be afraid of evil tidings.
That's right, man. We're not like the things that are faced before us. You know, we're not afraid of those tidings, man, because we know what we've been called in this thing to do. You know, we know what we are faced with. We know that the scriptures say, through much trials and tribulations shall he enter into the kingdom of heaven, man. You know, so we won't be afraid of those evil times. You know, when you go into that tidings, I think it means the news.
Bad news.
Bad news.
This heart is fixed, trusting in the Lord.
Well, now, our heart is fixed on trusting in the Lord and no one else, man. You know, you trusting in the Lord, man. The scripture says, did any trust in the Lord and what's confounded?
That's right.
You know, so that's what we have to do. You know, we have to keep our mind, you know, fixed on trusting in the Lord.
That's right. And for the fix, I believe it's established or confirmed. You know,
that's like planting a tree.
Right.
You know, once that tree is built up, it's established. You know, it's no moving it.
Right. And also too, like the roots go deep, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The roots. I think the roots they continue to grow down and they lie up in the ground. Yeah. That's why when Jake had the hurricane, I believe in 2020 that hit our area. It was still like trees and stuff that was still rooted. You know what I'm saying? And then there was some that were uprooted, but you can see all the roots and how far down that they went. You know what I'm saying? So, it says, they do not fear bad news. They confidently trust the Lord to care for them, man.
That's right, man. So through that bad news, we constantly putting our trust in the Lord to get us through that, walk us through that, show us, put the Spirit on us to how I want to put it, the Spirit on us so basically just read it again, Salaki, my brother. I lost my train of thought.
It says, Psalm 12 and 7 in the NLT says, they do not fear bad news. They confidently trust the Lord to care for them.
We constantly trust in the Lord to get us through those things. Guiding our footsteps. Showing us the path to take. To overcome.
Right. And what do we use? There. Right.
God.
Verse 8. It says, his heart is established. He shall not be afraid until he gets his eye upon his enemies, man. So, hey, his heart is established, you know what I'm saying? And let me get that word to you. And it goes back to the Hebrew word samat, which is the what? Support. know, and to uphold, stand fast, you know. Hey, so through trust in the Lord, you become, steadfast, man. And we know what Apostle Paul said about that, man. All right, grab that. 1 Corinthians 15, in verse 58, it says, therefore, my beloved brethren, we know we jump to Romans 9, brethren are, Israelites. It says, therefore, my beloved brethren, steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord. For as much as you know that your labor of love is not in vain. All right, so these are requirements. We have to be steadfast, we have to be unmovable, because the great day is going to come and try us. Right? You know, when all we're going to have is trust. You know, well, I ain't gonna say just trust, but our faith in Yahweh Shah, man. Yes, our faith in Yahweh Shah, man. So that's why it's real key, you know, for Jake to lock in and consider the times that he's in. You know, so we should be building up our faith. You know,
that's why we must continue, you know, to study. You know, study, read, you know, and be around the brothers, man.
Right. Strengthening yourself.
That's right.
This is Luke 18 and 27. It says, start up. I'm gonna start from 25 to get to the point. It says, Luke 18 and 25, it says, for it is easier for a camel to go through a needle's eye than for a rich man to enter into the kingdom. All right, why? Because he's going to trust in his riches and not trust in Yahweh Shah, man.
Right.
You know? Because, hey, look, you start to play with that type of money, bro. It's like, why are you praying?
Just like, what's that, Slim Thug?
Yeah, I'm so rich, I don't even pray no more.
You don't even pray because he got everything you want,
right?
You know, so what is it to pray for?
That's right. He's not stressing about bills. You know, he's not stressing about
it. He's not worried about where his next meal is coming from. He don't have to work.
Right.
Well,
just like the elites, man. You know, so they're not trouble like other men.
That's right.
You know, 26 it says, and they that heard it said, who then can be saved? You know what I'm saying? So, hey, who else can be saved? 27 it says, he said, the things which are impossible with men are possible with the Most High, man.
That's right, man. The things that are impossible with man, you know, read it again.
The things which are impossible with men are possible with the Most High.
Man, you know, so the things that look like it's impossible for men to do, you know, it's possible for the Most High to do. Right. You know, so that's why we should have our heart fixed on trusting in Him, man.
Right.
You know, because there's really nothing that Yahweh Shah can't do.
Right.
You know, it's no situation. You know, like I say, it's nothing He can't get you through, man. Well, it's nothing He's not going to get you through if you have your heart fixed on trusting in Him, man.
Right. You can just think about that, bro. Bro, he tell the waters what to do, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's something that's impossible for the man.
I always bring this up because I like that analogy, bro. If you really just look at the water, the deeper you go out, like the front pattern is different from the pattern that's in the back. You know? Everything is on course, man. Whether it's the wind blowing, whether it's the trees, you know, everything is, you know, doing what they've been instructed to do.
I can't find it. I want to say it's Matthew. I found it. So that boy, his power still, bro, is on completely different level. It's Matthew 39. It says, and think not to say within yourselves, we have Abraham to our father. Well, I said to you that Most High is able of these stones to raise up children unto Abraham. You know what I'm saying? So to show up for the power of the Lord, they will use stones. You know.
My God.
But that's all you ask.
Kind. So the point of this lesson, was basically nothing is impossible for the Lord, man. So we have to, trust in the Lord and do the things that we need to do, to please Him. That way, we can be found in His favor, and that way He can continue, blessing us with these miracles, man.
Right.
But with that being said, you ain't got nothing else, my brother. I just want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem, Kakadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to you brothers across the wind, pushing this truth and sincerity. Until next time, Shalom.